Mustafabad has a secret. This poor derelict neighborhood is a part of Delhi, but with its own direct connection to the global marketplace. This is where the world's computers come to die. You could watch here the last rites of a PC from the United States. Its monitor being deftly removed, its motherboards being burnt for copper. And yet, this toxic waste is hope for many of these people. Most recycling in India, whether e-waste or municipal waste, is done by what is called the informal sector. People who are self-employed and who pick up waste and trade in it. Almost 90% of the jobs in India lie in the informal sector, and 95% of all electronic waste is recycled by such people. The integrated circuit boards find their way to small units. Here, gas blowtorches are used to melt the leaded solder. Later, a few hard knocks with a hammer take apart the ICs, condensers and transistors. These components contain copper and even small quantities of gold. This work harms the recycler. He is likely to be exposed to dangerous flame retardants, which are suspected to damage growth and cause reproductive harm. The lanes to the units are littered with charred fiberglass from integrated circuit boards, polyvinyl chloride from wire cabling, copper dust and other unidentified materials. Polyvinyl chloride produces hydrogen chloride gas when it's burned. This gas comes in contact with moisture and forms hydrochloric acid, which burns the respiratory tissues. Here, they are sorting and scrubbing circuit boards with diluted acid. The boards were later soaked in vats of acid for nearly 2 days. Finally, they were burned and dried in the sun. Some of the women manually removed the last layers of copper. Mohammad Asif, who owns a godown in lane number 2, buys and dismantles monitors. Asif employs 5 children, between the ages of 11 to 16. Walking down the lane, we spoke to Danish, Kamal and Jishan. They were hard at work, but as always, welcoming of us. Danish worked as we spoke to him, his cousins and friends all watching. He stood with an acquired ease on mounds of lead-coated broken glass from the monitors he was smashing. For Danish, Kamal and Jishan, this is a question of their everyday survival. They do not have the luxury of thinking about the toxic dust they get covered in, or of lost opportunities. They do not think about carrying the burden of recycling machines used and abandoned by the world's privileged. They do not spend time thinking of electronics manufacturers with mushrooming sales who have not taken the responsibility for the hazardous chemicals put into these products, or concern about what happens to them at the end of their useful life. The work they do will expose them to all the chemicals that the EU has banned and the US is working to restrict for the safety of its children. Unfortunately, they are not the children of such societies. They live and work in forgotten pockets, pawning their futures. 3 things are possible in this world of e-recycling. The government can declare it illegal and shut the units down. Over 25,000 people will lose their jobs in the Delhi region alone. Or the manufacturers of computers and mobile phones can acknowledge that they owe these people an overdue debt. They could help them upgrade into organized, safer businesses. They can also ensure no e-waste is exported here and make less toxic products, or everyone can ignore them. In that case, we will continue exploiting the poverty and circumstances of these recyclers. Think about these choices the next time you log on.